Hi friends, this is Wani and welcome to Wani's house. Well, today is going to be a DIY quickie. So I was inspired by some icicles that my favorite designer here on YouTube, Rebecca Robeson, did a couple of years ago with these icicles. And so I am going to do my version of her design with these icicles. So this is going to be in my foyer area of my house when you come through the door. And so I'm just gonna simply use these icicles that I purchased from the dollar store. I know you probably thought that my plan was to put them on my Christmas tree, but I'm gonna do something a little different. So stay tuned and see what I decide to do. I am gonna hang them, and the way that I'm gonna hang them is that they're gonna hang kind of staggered, and I also need them to hang so that they're low enough that I can turn them off and on. Unfortunately, these icicles are not on a timer and they do not have a remote control, but they're gonna have to be low enough so that I can reach them to turn them off and on when I have them on. And my idea was to hang them in front of this mirror here that you will see later, and so that the light will kind of bounce off of the mirror and illuminate in the room. So as you see, I've hung one of the icicles, and what I'm using is fishing line. I love using fishing line because it becomes invisible in your space, and I am also using the clear stick pins to stick into my ceiling. I have so many little pinholes in my ceilings, it's ridiculous, because I love hanging things from my ceilings. So as you see, this second icicle that I hung is a little bit shorter than the other icicles that I started with, and so I'm just going to measure my fishing line and hold it up to the ceiling so I can make sure that it's the right height that I need it to be. And then I will tie a knot and tie another knot, and then I will stick my stick pin through the knot and stick it up in my ceiling. As you can see, I've hung up quite a few of the icicles, and this display is really taking shape. On each icicle there was this silver string that you could use to perhaps hang them on a tree or on garland, but I cut them, and so I'm showing you here how I am just threading the hole that's on the top of the lid with my fishing line, pulling it to the desired length, and I'm going to measure it along the way to make sure that it is long enough that I can reach it and that it's staggered enough. And I need to find a place so that it will kind of fall in place with how all of the icicles are kind of lined up. Once I've determined the length, I'm gonna clip my fishing line and tie 2 knots, and then I will hang my ornament by attaching my stick pin to my fishing line to the ceiling. And then I'll just do this process all over again until I have all of my icicles hung up. Now, this is all of my icicles hung. I had 5 packs of the icicles, and there were 2 in a pack, so these were 10 icicles, and I really want to find some more because I think if I had 10 more it would be spectacular. But this is very, very pretty, and with the lights off, they are beautiful. But when I turn the lights on, it is very dramatic. So here I'm showing you how the icicles are kind of staggered, and you can't see the fishing line really. It kind of disappears in the display, and then up in the ceiling, you can't really see the pins. If you look really hard, you can see them, but the pins do not take away from the dramatic effect of these icicles and the mirror. And when I turn the lights on, it's all gonna bounce off of each other. It's gonna look very pretty. You see the reflection of the icicles in the mirror? That is what I was really going for here. And you see on my mirror, I have just a simple wreath and my believe sign that I purchased from the Dollar Tree. Now it's time to turn on the lights. You see how simple this is? The lower lights are really easy to reach, and that is what I was aiming for. But there are two that were a little bit too high, so I had to get a stepping stool so I can get up there to turn them off. But it's not a big deal because I wanted to have some highs and lows in this display. Now what I love about these icicles is that they already come with their batteries. It's 6 batteries, and you only need to use 2, so I have backup batteries. But the light is very bright, and it is just a really beautiful icicle. You wouldn't believe that these came from the Dollar Tree. Now my thought in this display was that I wanted something to wow my guests when they came to visit us for the holidays. So I wanted my foyer area to really be grand and to really stand out. And I think this is a great jumping off point. So now we're going to turn off the lights so you can see what it looks like with the lights off. You see how bright those lights are? This area is illuminated and it looks so nice. My husband just walked through the door and he was like, wow. So guys, I am going to end this video here, but tomorrow you're going to see what else I do to this area that is really going to blow your mind. I hope you liked this video. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. Make sure you come back for day number 6 in my 12 Days of Christmas series. So guys, I'm going to leave right now. But before I go, you know what I always say. The next time you're in town, you can always stop by Wani's house. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.